do this. Whew. Get the timer set up so it's ready to go. Let's see. All right. This is the app that I'm using. It's called SmartWatch. Can you see that? Here's the app, the icon. This one right here. All right, SmartWatch. Corey posted the link for it before for y'all. Pull this up here. Pull up YouTube on here also so I can read the chat. The phone is going to be too far away. And then we get going. View channel. Stretch. Close. Take it out of the case. Get this case acts as a stand also. It doesn't lay flat. Let's see. 73 Torino M. Good eye. Good eye. 73. 73. Thanks for dropping in. We're going to stretch here in just a moment. Just getting things set up so we could read the chat and chat with you at the same time. Pause. I got to reset this timer. 1 minute of stretch per muscle. Skip the ad. And USS Liberty, good to see you. All right, I hope you guys are going to actually join me on the stretch journey this morning. Start out with some jumping jacks so we can get the blood flowing. So, yeah, instead of just sitting there and watching, join me in some jumping jacks, some stretches. Maybe we'll do a few calisthenics. I'm still pretty sore from the other day's workout. I do like to give myself rest. I'm not trying to get huge, you know. I'm not on a schedule to have to get fit for a specific event or competition. I'm just exercising to maintain what I currently have, to get a little bit more flexible, to build a little bit of strength so that I don't injure myself when I do stuff, you know. So let's go ahead and start out with some jumping jacks and we'll continue on with some stretching afterwards. So I like to do 100 4-count jumping jacks. If you can only do 50 4-count jumping jacks, use the rest of the time while you're waiting for me to continue with my jumping jacks to stretch or relax, shake it out, you know, get some blood flowing is the idea. Yeah, we're going to get blood flowing going. All right, so jumping jacks. Ready? Begin. Now, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 9. 2, 3. 10. 2, 3. 1. 2, 3. 2. 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 9. 2, 3. 20. 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. 2, 3. 4. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 9. 1, 2, 3. 30. 1, 1, 2, 3. 2. 2, 3. 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 9. 40. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 7. 1, 2, 3. 48. 9. 50. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 9. 1, 2, 3. 60. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 2, 3. 8. 9. 1, 2, 3. 70. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 2, 3. 8. 2, 3. 9. 80. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. All right. Logan, good morning. Great to see you. Logan. Thanks for dropping in, man. All right, let's see here. I want to change this to be all messages instead of just top messages so I can see all the messages. All right, join me on the stretches, guys. Join me. This is a participatory live stream where you get to participate with me. I'll walk you through all the stretches that I'm going to do. If there's a stretch that you can't do, then don't do it. If you don't have the same range of motion that I do, then don't stretch that deep. Remember, do what you can do. Yeah? Do what you can do. This here is a stretch board. All right. Opens up. That flap folds down and goes into one of the various notches to maintain its position. I like to use this for stretching my calves. I use the lowest setting because that's what I can manage with my ankle. I had ankle surgery many years, oh wow, almost 13 years ago I had ankle surgery. So that's what I need to do. All right, let's see what the chat says here. Well, we're not stretching out. Were you in the military? I was in the military. Cool Bell. Good morning. Thanks for dropping on in. Please join me when I'm stretching this morning. Good morning, good evening for you, right? Good evening to you. I hope you guys join me when I stretch. You know, this is an invitation for you to become a little bit more limber, a little bit more flexible. Cool? So, first thing we're gonna do is some calf stretches on the calf board. Let's set the timer though. We're gonna go 1 minute. This timer is a continuous timer where it goes 1 minute. It lets me know, dink, dink, dink. Oh, there we go, it just started. So I hold the stretch, breathing fully in, exhaling, giving my breath a voice. In and out. When I breathe, I take it in all the way to my diaphragm, not my chest. I feel my diaphragm, not my chest. So, well, to fully breathe in, we go diaphragm first. We feel the bottom of our diaphragm first, then the bottom of our lungs, then we go to the top of our lungs, then our head for a full breath in. So, I could go steeper with this, but look at my flexibility. The steepest angle, look at that. That's crazy to me. And I can't really get my heels down, but that is a super steep angle. Switching stretches. So we go here to the floor. Pause this timer here for a second. Get the angle set up good. All right, we're excellent. Read the chat again. I just had ankle surgery. I need to do this. That reminds me. Let's start out with the bottom of the body, which is the toe and the ankle. So yeah, very good stretch. So now let's do some toe stretching, all right? We could do toe stretching like this with our hand, all right? And just stretch each individual toe. All right, we're actually gonna do this morning. All right, let's see. I had right ankle surgery on my right ankle years ago. It was a Brostrom procedure, B-R-O-S-T-R-U-M, Brostrom, where they took a portion of my tendon, because I tore a tendon down there, and then sliced it and then flipped it over the tore section. It was painful. Prior to surgery, I wore ankle brace a lot. There's a funny story behind that. Let's catch up in the chat though. Yes, we'll do. Good. Oz, how much would you say your home gym cost? Oh wow, great question. I'll have to think about that there. Oz the frog. Oz, you can just work out in backyard for free. Just make your weights or work on your house. That's true, Liberty. You don't need expensive equipment, 100%. Sadly, not allowed to do calf stretches at this moment. All right, not yet. So we're gonna go ahead and just stretch the bottom, the toe. See how, can you see how I'm doing? I'm kind of far. I'm holding this for a few seconds. I only hold the toe stretches for a few seconds. I don't hold it as long as my normal stretch because I don't. Otherwise, that's already 10 minutes of, toe stretching. We only just did the toes, right? I want to stretch out the longer on the larger muscle groups. But this, we're stretching some muscle, just like in our fingers, and more of the tendons and ligaments, yeah? I have a pillar fracture. Tibia. Oh my gosh. You had or have one? Because you said you had the ankle surgery. I guess it's healing right now, so you still have it. Fugley. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Tibia fibia. Okay, cool. My dad's in the hospital. He works there, and he used to be in the military. Well, thank you for your father's service. I appreciate you being here and hanging out for a few moments. Join me on the stretches. If you're a fellow Fortnite gamer player, right? I'm assuming that's how a lot of you come over to me. It's important to do finger stretching as well. We'll do that at the end so that you could WASD or, XY move the control pad around, right? Surgery was last month, the 30th. All right, right on. Okay. Ankle stretching. These are my ankle stretches that I like to do. First one, focus on the, I'll get a little closer so you can see, right? Feet are about shoulder width apart, yeah? The weight is on the outside of my foot, not rotated in, right? Outside of my foot. And I'm just gonna lean forward with the knees slightly, right? Straight leg, lean forward with the knees, right? And get a stretch in my ankle. There's no muscle in the ankle, right? What's there? It's tendons, ligaments again, primarily. So I'm just going to a pain level of 7. All right, I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could count with one hand, 8, 9. So pain level of 7. All right, just leaning forward. I'm gonna hold this. Oh, I forgot to set the timer again. Give me a second, chat. Can't read the chat, so this angle if I read the chat. Bring it up a little closer. You play Roblox, excellent. Yeah, I'm a Fortnite player. But stretch. When you get a win, when you play your game, do some push-ups. I do pull-ups. I used to do pull-ups. I'm just getting back into exercising. We'll talk about that here in a second. Okay, says Fugly. Found out that my calf strain was a small tear in the calf head. Oh, okay, cool bean. Cool bell. That's right. We talked about calf strain yesterday. I told you to ice. It is a small tear. When did you find that out? Our feet are all messed up. We are crippled. Lol. I know, right? John Joe, you won't get big like me after working out at 1, Tim. Yeah, no, you're right, John Joe. Thank you for that. I think everybody knows that, but that's a great observation. And, yeah, I am weak as AF. He's weak F. Yes. The toe stretches help. Yeah. And when you discover something that's good for you, do what's good for you. We're stretching today. We're not going to do a whole bunch of lifting weights like Beefcake John Joe is doing, So thanks for being here, John Joe. All right, next ankle stretch, all right? After we stretch forward, we're going to turn the toes in. You see what I did there? I turned the toes in like this. And I'm going to lean forward. Let's see, John lol, right? Okay, today my doctor called me and needed to go to physical therapy. Good to hear, Cool Bell. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. It's good. Yeah, you might be big F. You might be strong and big there, John Joe, but how many pull-ups can you do? Guarantee you I could do more pull-ups than you. Guarantee. And then he comes out and says, I could do 50 pull-ups. Okay, you could do more than me. I know, right, Liberty? Okay, dude. Or you talking to me or John Joe? All right. Now outside, all right. Outboard, turn toes outboard. All right, reset. And stretch. You may find, oh, I'm not really getting a stretch. Well, try to stretch a little bit deeper until you can feel the stretch. And go to, again, to a pain level 7 and hold it. All right. All we're doing is waking up the ankle so that we prevent ourselves from rolling it. We try to prevent ourselves from rolling. It does not guarantee that you will not roll it, but it helps to be aware of what your ankle is doing. All right. So notice when I step forward, I'm only going about a foot length forward, right? 1 foot length forward. Same thing. Keeping my weight balanced. Keeping my weight balanced across my hips so that I can get a stretch. I'm primarily feeling it in the back leg. All right. Charles, good to see you. Good morning. Thanks for joining. I like it when the trolls come in and say that. Yeah, John Joe's quiet now. When I talked about pull-ups, he's probably trying to do some pull-ups right now. If you're big, chances are your pull-ups are weak. So, good burn. Sick burn, John Joe. Hi, Charles. Great to see you. Great to see everybody here. I appreciate all of you. You know, this channel, this live stream, we're trying to be positive here. Switch feet. Oh, no. We're going to go. Yeah, we'll switch feet, and then we're going to go inboard, outboard. So, switch feet. My pull-ups are weak. And you know what, Charles? They don't have to be. My bench is weak, right? Plus, I'm in my 50s. I'm not trying to get huge, right? Big John's going to kick all your asses. This is Liberty. Exactly. Come on down there, John Joe. Bring it. I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia, USA. He don't know. My bench is pretty good. Right on, Charles. Yeah. Due to old shoulder injuries, I don't try to lift heavy on the bench anymore. Let me change the ankle so you can see the talking head a little bit. There you go. Boom. All right. So notice 1 foot forward again, right? I'm going to turn the ankles inboard and stretch that now. All right. I'm going to hold this for 30 seconds. Again, just waking up the ankle. Waking up the ankle so I become more aware of ankle position. Like when we walk. Are you conscious of what your foot is doing when you're walking? Just walking, walking to the fridge. Are you, if you go barefoot, right? You don't go heel to toe, right? You don't go heel toe. You go toe. You step on your toe. But when we wear shoes, we will go heel toe. We will heel strike first. From an ergonomics perspective, how should we be walking? Like we're barefoot. That means maybe you need to take a shorter stride. All right, we go in. So we always go straight. We go inboard, then we go outboard. I guess he left. Holmes left. Oh, good morning, Jason. Big like. Is Virginia Beach still a big party town? Depends where in Virginia Beach, right? Some Virginia Beach areas are nice and quiet, like I like it, right? In the oceanfront, there's a party down there, but there's also a huge police presence because they are cracking down on the party. Why? They're cracking down on partying. Because idiots are shooting people. Yeah. That's why nobody wants to come to Virginia Beach. Because of the violence. Switch feet, chat. So right foot forward. We're going to go toes inboard and stretch straight down. Copper, join us. Join us. Everybody here in the chat stretching. Doing what they can do. What you got? A Chevy back there? This one right here. It's a Ford. It's a Ford. Good eye. That is a 1973 Ford Gran Torino. All right. Go outboard now. So go outboard. So notice how I turn my feet outboard. I stretch straight down. Waking up the ankle. Weight is on the outside of the foot. All right. Weight is balanced across the foot. All right. I'm making sure my ankles do not rotate straight down. All right. So now we go a bigger step forward. So before I just went 1 foot forward. We're going to go a little bit forward like this more. All right. And just straight down. Weight straight down. The stretch is primarily in the back foot, right? And then we go inboard, right? And then we go outboard. You'll feel the weight distribution change a little bit when you change foot positions. Then we go to the other side. So here, again, right? So straight, feet pointed forward, right? Then we're going to go inboard. I'll just demonstrate this direction here. Feet are straight forward right now. All right, I can feel the stretch primarily in the back foot. And then turn board inboard. Yeah, no, Copper, that's... I don't know why people want to do that, but they do. You know, and for what? It's not like they're fighting, they're killing each other for a cause. You know, maybe somebody got bullied one too many times because they're talking trash in someone's YouTube chat. You know, now they're taking it out on real people. All right. Brown, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Well, you know what? We're not trying to get huge. We're not trying to get, you know, gigantic like John Joe in the chat there, right? Have you left, John Joe? Did I hurt your feelings because you can't do more than one pull-up? Sorry, man. That was not the intent. That was not the intent, you know? All right, so those are the ankle stretches that I like to do. All right, next thing we're going to do is, we did calf already. We did ankle. Now we sit down. And let me change the camera angle here. Pause the timer. And go here. Are you a Chevy? Okay, there it is. I am a Ford person, as you know. I've got a Ford F-150. My Ford's got an F-150. Trying to get my wife to get into one of those new Ford Broncos. I want my wife to get a Ford Raptor Bronco. She's like, I don't want something like that big. But right there, that's a Ford Gran Torino 73. She's a beaut. My son found that on Craigslist of all places, right? All right, next stretch. We're going to sit yoga style, yeah. This is Indian style. And then we're going to, thank you very much, Sven. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. If I missed something in the chat because it scrolled by, please repeat. I don't mind you repeating it, especially if you want me to answer a question. Yeah? All right, good, we're straight. Making sure we're not angled. All right, so I'm just gonna go straight forward and down like this. We'll do side view or angle view. See, watch. I'm gonna go straight forward, try to put my forehead on the floor. Yeah? All right, so straight down, give you an angle view. Reach forward. You're going to feel the stretch in the inside of your right hip if your right foot is forward, and your right glute primarily. When I first started stretching, I could not get this low. When I was in my very flexible days, my active working out days, I could put my forehead on the floor. It did take work to get there, to become that flexible. Switching sides. Yeah, switching sides. So, I may be, let's see, what are you saying? I'm not that flexible, says Bell. I may be young, but not flexible. And you know what? I used to have an issue with my flexibility as well. I'll demonstrate the range of my flexibility in 2000 and we'll call it 2012. That was when I was in Afghanistan. I was strong, you know, but I was not flexible. Guess what? I got stronger once I became flexible. Yeah. Now my buttock lifts slightly when I lean forward. I'll eventually be able to just fold it straight in half. All right. So Now we go right side, let the blood flow go back into the legs. Lean over to the right. I'm stretching my neck and my hip flexor by pressing down on my leg. In two exercises, two stretches, I'll demonstrate the lack of flexibility and what got me into stretching on a regular basis, and these specific stretches. The ankle one is something that I added new to my stretch routine, and I have to remember to do that. I learned those ankle mobility stretches from an online course that I took. I learned all these stretches. Well, I first discovered these stretches when I was in Afghanistan. I didn't think anything of it. Let's switch sides. Then I'll show you something. This is kind of crazy. Oh, where are you from, Sven? Says Cool Bell. Let's see here. Oh, thank you for yourself, even though I'm not from the US. I appreciate you saying so, Sven. Sven's in Austria. Austria. Is Austrian language similar to German? How similar is it? Like, Guten Morgen, that's German for good morning, right? Guten Morgen. Good morning for me. It's probably the afternoon for you. You guys are about 5 or 6 hours ahead of where I am in the US. Hell yeah, nice, says Cool Bell. All right, so pause the timer. This was as tight. I was very tight in my groin. This was the maximum that I could stretch. Let's move this weight. It's impeding the... Okay. I could only stretch the butterfly stretch like this. That was it. Afghanistan. I discovered that I was just not flexible because I was doing a battlefield circulation, a BFC for a good morning for the yogi from Poland. Oh, you're a yogi. I am not a yogi. I'm a jagi. Jason yoga. I'm just stretching. Let me go. I'll tell you what. So I could get down lower now, but I was doing a battlefield circulation in Afghanistan, taking a VIP on a tour of the battlefield. You know, they're like, "Hey, Jason, you're gonna do this," and I was like, "All right, great." You know, we went from village to village, just showing him the battle space, go to different fobs, and then he's like, "All right, I want to go to the gym and work out." So I took him to the gym. I was effectively his like armed security escort in Afghanistan, right? So we're working out. But he's doing his workout, I'm doing mine, but I'm watching him stretch. I'm like, holy cow, that dude's freaking flexible. He could go put his nose on his toes very easily, right? We speak German with it, but with a dialect. Yes, Guten Morgen, Jason. Ah, okay, Sven. Right on. 1 second. Let me stretch this real quick. So when I stretch real quick, I go to a pain level 7, and I hold it. I don't go past 7. Breathing fully in, exhaling fully out. As much breath as I can inhale through my nose. When that pain level goes to 7, I will stretch deeper, or when the pain level decreases from a 7 to a 6, I'll bring it up to a 7 by stretching deeper and breathing again. Holding pain level 7. When you breathe, you are super oxygenating the blood. Okay, next stretch, windshield wiper. When you breathe, you are putting more, when you breathe deep, you're attempting to get more oxygen absorption in your lungs to feed your blood. I like to call it super oxygenating the blood when you breathe deep like that. Because super is more than normal, agree? How many steps is it above normal? I don't know, but it sounds better to super oxygenate the blood when you breathe deep. It makes me feel better also, but call it what you want. I've got the weights here to help me with my stretches if I need them, for example. I'll demonstrate that in a second. Switch sides. So I'd get into this position by bring my knees up, touch my heels, and then I lean over to one side. And then I take one foot over the other, I take the weight, and I place it on my leg so it's like someone pressing on my leg so I can get a deeper stretch. Yeah, can you see that? I took the weight. It's only a 10-pound weight. I'll catch up with the chat in a second, chat. But I hope you're joining me on the stretches. If you don't have a weight, you try to use your hand. Breathe through your stretch. Kind of want to change the lighting in here to something that's more, like I want to be able to dim it to be super bright, or dim it so it's, nicer than this fluorescent lighting that I have. All right, so this is another stretch. I just bring my leg over to set it up. We go 90-degree knee, bring it over your body. I place the weight there to help me stretch a little bit more. Feeling it here in my lower back, which is very tight. Some of you may feel it more in the glute. It all depends on what's tighter of a muscle. You can just use your hand to pull it down if you don't have a weight also. We'll switch sides. All right, so I saw this old guy. He was like probably in his 60s. Maybe even, he's probably in his 60s. They told him that he'd never be able to run triathlons again. And he's a SEAL also. Former SEAL, retired, but he's in the community still. This was, again, 10 years ago. And so he's like, nah, man, he was probably I was in 10 years ago. Yeah, I'm in my 50s. He was an old guy. But that dude was more flexible than me. So he's like, I'll try anything. I don't want to go surgery. He met this stretch guy. We'll call him the stretch guy. And the guy's like, I can fix you. And he was like, all right, we'll see. I'll believe it. So he went and attended his sessions, and he became flexible. It was the big picture. Well, he demonstrated stretches, and I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't care about stretching, right? I cared about working out and getting big and getting strong. And big proportionally for me. Because genetics-wise, I'm not a big dude. I'm not going to be huge, right? Do you need to go any good neck stretches when your neck is a little stiff? Yes, I do. I'll show those to you because that's actually part of this stretch routine. Also, cool, Bill. I thought that yesterday, and let's see, you never seen glasses like that. Wait, your glasses. Oh, if you click, I think I put a link in the or tagged products. These glasses are one of them. I've never seen glasses like that separate in the front. I thought you broke it for a second. Yeah, check it out. Oh, click. Oh, click. They're called click glasses. I put a link in tagged products. Yeah, and they do separate in the middle. Neck exercises, we'll get to that. Soka, y'all heard Jason fart. Wait, what? Soka gang. 10 push-ups, Soka. Okay, good question. My neck hurt bad 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Stay to the very end, and while we stretch, you'll see it. That's part of the routine here. Yeah, these are great glasses because they don't dangle like if I have them on a lanyard. All right, cobra stretch, cobra stretch. Grand Rising Jason, lol, lol. All right, next one is cobra stretch. When I do this stretch, breathe fully in. Fully out. So when I'm breathing in through my nose, and I'm breathing all the way to the bottom of my diaphragm, filling that up. Once the diaphragm is filled, then I continue to breathe into my lungs and then fill my lungs. And then once my lungs are filled from the bottom to the top of my lungs, then I breathe more. I try to, on that same inhale, into my head. So all the way from my diaphragm to my head is air, you know, so call me an airhead if you want. But, all right, next stretch is the quad stretch. Do this every day, folks, and then you'll become flexible. Do this, you gotta do this every day. I took a break from stretching a few weeks ago, you know, like maybe a week off from stretching, and I tightened up again. So all that work I put into getting flexible, I was like, I didn't have to start over from the beginning. But I noticed a decrease in flexibility and mobility and range of motion. But it's important to stay flexible. It makes the muscles more pliable. It can do more when you are flexible. Do more like strength-wise. It adds to strength. Pause that timer while I let the flow go back into my muscles there. But it's important to breathe so that you can super oxygenate the blood. Yeah? Super oxygenate, you know. Good morning, Red Bull Princess. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you so much for being here. We had 16 people in the chat. Awesome. We'll need to start my stretching routine after the doctors clear me. All right, good. No, I'm happy to hear that, you know. I'm very happy to hear that. And you could always reference these videos. They're on the channel for, okay, what was that stretch again? And maybe what I need to do is just do a full video, a quick one, because this is going to be like an hour long. You don't want to, and me doing talkie, right? So I'll do that for you guys so that you can reference, a quick reference of the stretches. Yeah? Damn, you got some big legs. Thanks. Whoops, where'd the chat go? Can't see the chat there. Oh, I appreciate that, Charles. Thank you very much. You know, and I don't put a lot of extra, because I'm short, I'm always standing on my tippy toes. That's why I've got big legs. All right. I had just had surgery and I'm still doing my stretches. Yeah. When you get cleared, I don't want you to do something that you should not be doing. Another story for you. Just don't do some of the leg stuff. Yeah. All right. Soka, 50 push-ups before you end stream. All right, Soka gang, we'll do 50 push-ups. Stick around. We'll do that at the end after I stretch. All right, what's the next stretch? Hurdler stretch. So when I do the hurdler stretch, so you can see the angle, I'm just leaning forward. All right. On my toe, back toe, on the ball of my toe, front toe. Yeah. That's what we're doing here. And then at the timer, I'm going to do a front split, or do the movement for a front split. I can't do a full front split. I'm not that flexible. Now you can see me bouncing a little bit because I've got decent mobility. I do not recommend that you bounce at all. No bouncing in your stretches. That will only cause you to possibly create micro tears in the muscles, which could lead to major tears in your muscle, and then you cannot stretch anymore. You stretch too much. That's why a static stretch is typically better until you establish a good range of mobility. Oh, I missed the timer. So this is as far as I could get in a front stretch. I can't get any deeper. Not yet. Do I want to be able to do a full front stretch? Yes. That means my muscles are flexible. You know, so I think it's also genetics. Yeah, genetics too, for sure. Genetics plays a big part. Like when I was on active duty, I exercised a lot. You know, but I only got so big. I ate healthy. I ate a lot of protein. I got big, but not huge. And I was big, proportionally speaking, which was good for me, if that makes sense. You know, I wasn't too huge. I was in the Navy many years ago. I am no longer on active duty. I'd rather be safe and not stretch because I don't want to cause a permanent injury. But promise I will start stretching again. Oh yeah, cool, Bell. No, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're getting ideas so that when you're ready to stretch, you know, and when you're cleared to stretch by your doctors, that you're ready and that you're, if anything, you're motivated to, hey, I want to get flexible, right? But you're learning stuff here, right? You're learning something here, something new, how to breathe, how to stretch, pain level 7, decrease to a 6, pain level 7, back to a 6, you know. What do you do now as a job? Have you heard of indoor skydiving? I am an indoor skydiving flight instructor. Up front stretch, I missed the timer again because I'm talking too much. I like to say being a flight instructor is my primary job, but it's not my primary job. It's a collateral duty for me at my place of business. Because I'm a manager. I'm the general manager for an indoor skydiving facility called I Fly Virginia Beach in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And I primarily do the general manager stuff. But a treat of being the general manager is I went through flight instructor training program, graduated, and have been flying people and delivering the dream of flight in a first-class manner every day. All right. Now we go into a twisty stretch. I don't know what this is called, but I forgot what it was called. There we go. Happy. Good morning. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. Whew. Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat. Are you in the Army? Nope. What do you do now? Flight instructor, general manager. I'm a STEM educator also at my job. You know, I wear many hats. Let's see. Those are all yoga poses. So what do you call this there, Jimmy? Shinkushi? I don't know what it's called. Regardless, I'm stretching. I don't care what it's called, right? These are not just yoga poses. They're also Jason poses. I'm not okay. I'm sorry to hear that, dear Grim Shin. I hope you'll be okay someday. Great to see you. Happy. I appreciate you dropping on in. How are you? What's new with you? I think your live streams have changed where I don't see the live feed anymore. Did you change the timing? I'm also going to sleep earlier so that I can exercise in the morning. You know, getting flexible, breathing, upper body is next goal, says Cool Belt. Excellent, good. You have to try Van. No way, Charles. I'll get hurt. I'll hurt myself. I'll hurt myself if I do something like that. I'll be in the hospital. All right, let me. I can't see the chat. Bring it closer. Put my glasses on. All right. Whew. All right. Do you have any tips for going running to build up more stamina and run faster? And tips for push-up? Yes, I do. Sven. Yes, I do. I have lots of tips for those. All right. Next is a hurdler stretch, side hurdler stretch here. So let's see here for tips for running. Let's see here. Start slow, start short distance. Start slow, start short distance. Don't hurt yourself. When you run, I also recommend to not be heel strike. In other words, don't land on your heels when you run. I also recommend that you try to run either flat foot or on the balls of your feet. All right. It's called, when you run on your balls, it's called the pose method of running. The balls of your feet are right here. All right. So when you impact, this is more, if you would, like you're running barefoot, is a better way to run to me, or at least flat foot, not heel striking. Now it all depends on the type of running that you want to get into. Do you want to be a sprinter, a long distance runner? But basically, you gotta start. Hey Tim, good morning. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Good to see you, Tim. Tim says, "Cool Bell, what's up? What's up?" Great to see you, Tim. Good morning. Good evening to you. Sounds really painful. To run on the balls of your feet? Yes, it is initially, because our body is not used to running flat foot or walking flat foot or running flat foot, right? You have to work into it. So start short distance. If you have telephone poles where you live on your street, if you go outside for a run, I would suggest maybe running between telephone poles. These are ideas. I don't know what's best for you because I'm not next to you. I don't know what your baseline is, but ideas, pick and choose what's best for you, if that makes sense. I don't like running, but as funny as it sounds, I used to run fast so I could get done with it faster. All right, now we're gonna go to the other side again. Toe down this time. All right, it's painful, says Charles. To run on your balls or your feet? Yeah. In a lot of pain and bruising and swelling is bad, bro. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Tim. Meds. Dude, you will heal. In fact, Tim, when you're in pain, sit down quiet, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. As funny as this sounds, right? Do that. Just breathe. Do my breathing exercises to help with the pain. I mean, that's what the ladies do when they're giving birth, right? For you ladies in the chat, when you give birth, what do? You breathe. But don't hyperventilate like they do when they're giving birth, right? They breathe heavy. Yep, been doing that all day, bro. Right on, Tim. You'll heal though. You're a tough guy. You're a tough guy. I know that you'll heal, Tim. Yes, meditate breathing. Exactly. And then maybe look up, you could, breathing exercises. Something we learned in the teams, a box breathing exercise where you breathe in for 7 seconds and then hold it for 7 seconds, exhale for 7 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds. So it's like a box. Up, breathe in, hold, breathe out, 7 seconds. Hold, 7 seconds. In, 7 seconds. Hold, 7 seconds. Out, 7 seconds. Yeah. Breathing always helps everything. Yeah, it does. It does. You got to breathe. Breathing is life. Next stretch. Okay. Is a frog stretch. Check this one out, chat. Check this one out, chat. So we're going to go straight down. Heels were together. Feet about 45 degrees apart. From center. Lean forward. I'm going to put my forehead on the floor. Reaching behind my feet on the head on the floor. And I'm not smashing my head on the floor. I'm lowering myself into the stretch, the groin stretch, the frog stretch, as low as I can go. Yeah? And we're stretching. Good. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I used to breathe like that when I did training. And Tim, I have a feeling you're going to get back into training again, yeah? I think we talked about that. You're going to get back into it. Join me on the stretches when you're ready, Tim. We'll give each other cool guy challenges. What about push-ups? Any tips? Push-ups. Start slow. So, okay, here. So, quick story. January 26th, We'll just start with the February 26th. We'll make the story shorter. February 26th, I started working out again. I feel like I need to tell you the full backstory. If you're interested, let me know in the chat. Basically, I got sick. I couldn't work out for several months. Way too many months went away. I lost 30 pounds of muscle. I got weak. On February 26th, after being on medicine for a month, the doctor said I should be back to normal. I felt better, but I felt weak. Again, I lost 30 pounds of muscle. And so as a result of losing muscle, you lose strength. I didn't stretch. I was very tight. But I said, all right, let's see how normal I can get, how many push-ups I could do. I could only do 10 push-ups, but I did my push-ups. I did my push-ups. Oh, stretch or split. I did my stretches. Pause. We're doing the Van Damme split, although I cannot Van Damme split. Very deep. This is as low as I can go. That's it, chat. I'm using the bench for support. $100 push-ups a day. I want to get back to that. And you will, Tim. I started out with 10 push-ups a day, or 10 push-ups in my workout. I stretched, I did 10 push-ups, but that's all I could manage. Then I could only do 10, and could have done 11 probably, but I thought to myself, 10 is a good starting point. I was already smoked, and they were slow push-ups. I was struggling. If you could only do 5 push-ups, do 5 push-ups. Just start somewhere. You get good at doing something by doing it. What's the proper form to use? Whatever form works for you so that you don't hurt yourself. That's what it comes down to. All right? First and foremost, you got to make sure that you're not going to injure yourself. Next stretch is a lean over. Like this. Let my head hang, stretch the side of my body. All right? But that's my tip for you to start doing push-ups. I was administering a physical fitness test for somebody that wanted to work at iFly. And we did the pull-ups. And then the next event is burpees. And whenever I do the movements, I demonstrate first. I demonstrate the pull-ups, what the standard is. I demonstrated the burpees. And the person was looking at me puzzled. Right? And I was like, have you ever done these before? And you know what he said to me? He said, I seen a video on how to do burpees. I'm like, are you joking me? You didn't even try to do the physical fitness test at all? Right? I mean, the dude was a weak body in the first place. He couldn't do the minimum number for pull-ups. Right? So I was already irritated that he wasted my time for that. But I was like, let's continue on. So you at least give yourself a baseline so you could train and get better at it. Well, I've seen a video on how to do pull-up burpees. You got to do it. You can't just watch a video on how to do something. You actually have to do it. Like if you watch a video on how to tie a knot, do you think you're going to memorize it from there? You actually have to put hands on the rope to do it, to learn it. So I was like, all right, let's see where you're at. I was so irritated by that dude. All right, shoulder stretches. We're going upper body. Let's catch up on the chat before we start it, though. Change the angle here. All right. Pause. Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat here. All right, okay. Breathing always helpful. Yes, breathe like that. Training. I actually started brewing my own tea. Oh, green tea is awesome. Anti-inflammatory along with ginger, turmeric. I think you could also make green tea without caffeine. I cannot have caffeine anymore. The doctor said no caffeine for me. Hyperthyroidism, that's what I was diagnosed with in January, if you're wondering. Graves' disease. All right, so what about push-ups? Okay, I addressed that. Does that make sense there, Sven? Start by doing push-ups. Start with 5 push-ups. If that's all you can do. I tried to do 25 before I make bed in the morning and 25 push-ups after I make the bed and then do my regular workouts. Nice. Good, Liberty. You're doing something. Push-ups is a great exercise. If that's the only exercise, if I could pick one exercise to do for the rest of my life, it would actually be a burpee or an 8-count bodybuilder. I'll demonstrate those if you want here in a second, because it includes legs and push-ups, like an air squat and a push-up. I don't want to say push-ups only because then my legs get weak. I don't want to say legs only because then my arms get weak. But if I do an exercise that includes both, right, best of both worlds. 25 is a good number. Do your 5 push-ups, and on the 5th, hold it at half mast until the burn, then do 5 fast. Oh, dang, Tim, hardcore. I like it. That's very good. That's a very good tip also there, Sven, from Jackson's Gaming, Yankee Tango. Used to do 100 sit-ups and 100 push-ups a day. You will get back to that, Tim. I believe in you. If I get back to the way I looked physically in my 40s, I would be happy. Hell yeah, Tim. And you know what? It's going to take time and work, right? I want to get back to my 40s. I want to get back to my 30s. I'm probably not going to get back to my 20s, you know? But my 30s and 40s, I think so. But right now, baselines. Got to give yourself a baseline. So a good baseline would be, how many push-ups can you do in 1 minute? Rest for 2 minutes. How many push-ups can you do? How many sit-ups can you do in 1 minute? Rest for 2 minutes. How many pull-ups can you do in 1 minute? Rest for 10 minutes. Then how fast can you run a mile? If you know you can't even finish a mile, how fast can you run 500 meters? If you know you can't run continuous for 500 meters, how fast can you run 100 meters? Now it turns into a sprint versus endurance, right? But you got to give yourself a baseline. Know where you start. Write it down in your logbook, in your diary. Dear diary, Jason said to do a baseline workout. This is what I'm doing. With only one leg. Ah, okay. So all the stretches, when you say do with one leg, are you talking about like standing on a leg like this and then stretching, or just stretching one leg? You could do all the stretches that I did, I believe. Like, all right, so the quad stretch, you probably can't do one leg. You have to do one. So do like this. Okay, we'll come to that. We'll do that right now. I was going to do the shoulder stretches because that's the routine. But if you could sit on the floor, right, and let's say my right leg's the bum leg, right? My left leg is the good leg, right? I could just put this off to the side, bend it, and just lean forward. Or put this in a comfortable position, and then lean forward, touch my toe. All right, stretch out the hamstring, all right? On the calf board, right, if you have a calf board or stairs, all right, let's say I only have a set of stairs, all right, hold the railing and just, all right, let the bad leg dangle and just stretch the calf on the other side, all right? That's an idea. If you want to stretch the quad of the good leg, right, maybe extend out the bad leg, bring this behind you, and just lean back as far as you can. This might be all you could do. When I first started stretching in February, this was the maximum. This was it. This was so tight. This was my maximum stretch, my maximum flexibility. I can't get any further than this. And then I leaned back. And then I eventually got further back and further back and further back. And that's the best way to do that. Oh, we got a super chat. €5 from Sven. Very underrated channel. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Dankeschön. Dankeschön. I don't know how to say it in Austrian. That's the closest thing I got, man. Maybe teach us also some words in what do you call it? Like, hearts, in Austrian, because that's where Arnold Schwarzenegger's from, right? Austria. There's about 4 or 5 stretches he did today I didn't do because they're just impossible to do with one leg. All right. Did these ideas help though? Yeah? Did these ideas help with some, the one-legged stretching? But what do we want to stretch in the leg? The calf, right? The ankles, the calf. What else do we want to stretch? The quad and the hamstring, right? Again, if you want to stretch the hamstring, let this, hamstring like this. Just let the bad leg off to the side, right? lean forward. That'll stretch out the hamstring. Yeah. Try to touch your toe. If this is as far as you could get, if that's your max stretch, hold it. What pain level? Quiz time. What pain level do you need to stretch to? Max. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Okay, I can't engage any stretching with my right leg because of calf. Okay, so I guessed right. Let's say my bottom leg is the right leg, right? 5, 10, 7. Cool Bell is paying attention. 7. Between 5 and 10, which is 7. No more than a pain level of 7. And I say 7 because that's how we count. That's our sign language in indoor skydiving. We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stretch to no more than pain level 7 and bring it down to a 6. Breathe. Pain level 7, breathe. It may take 6 breaths. It may take 10 breaths before it decreases to a pain level of 7. Once it goes to from 7 to 6, and it's not this thing either. You go 7 to 6, bring it back to a 7 again. So stretch deeper. Does that make sense? 7, then you can go back down to 6. Yes, exactly, Cool Bell. Exactly. Pain level 8. Tim, you may stretch to pain level 8. I recommend only 7. All right, trust me. When we press on a stretch muscle, that's when we go to an 8. All right, that's a little bit advanced, and I don't have a partner to just demonstrate that on or with. Maybe I'll get my wife to be on a live stream with me one of these days so I can demonstrate what it's like to do the pressing. But yeah, 7 to 6, 7 to 6, 7 to 6, right? Shoulder stretches, upper body. Let's get into it. All right, let's see here. So first stretch I do is a shoulder stretch. Someone mentioned they want me to show them this specifically. So arm is out, right? I'm gonna go across my body, Tim. Across my body like this. See how I go across, right? I'm going to grab this elbow with my other elbow, right? Oh my gosh. No, Jason, not that 6, 7 B. So I teach a STEM class, right, at the iFly field trip for kids. And when I do it, all the kids are like, oh, some kids are into it. Some kids are, that's so yesterday. It's like, you know what? Your guys' fads are so quick to leave, I'm going to keep this one. And they hate it. And now because they hate it, I do it. You know what I mean? So arm across the body. And I do it just to annoy them and my teammates because they're like, oh, I can't believe you're doing that. Okay, no cap, right? What is this no cap business? So I give it back to them and they hate it. And guess what? It gets rid of it faster, but not for me because I'm consistent. No cap. It's all about the Riz, right, Tim? All right, so again, holding the stretch. Wait. Holding the stretch. I'm dying of laughter right now. Yeah, no, it's like, so I'm a dad, right? If I'm embarrassing my son, what am I gonna do more? Embarrass him some more. If my teammates are embarrassed, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna embarrass them more. And not in a vile or a mean way, but it's funny. They get a kick out of it. They'll laugh about it later on, if anything. And that's how you become the cool dad. Oh my gosh. Right? LOL. Tim says LOL. Number 2. What number 2? Oh, it's number 2 on your ranking is number 2. Switch sides, chat. Before I do that, I'm letting the blood flow go back to my shoulders, and then I bring it back around, yeah? So arm across the body, grab it, and I'm putting my palm on the side of my head, trying to make the stretch a little bit tighter right here, yeah? Heck yeah, heck yeah. So We talked about stretching. We talked about breathing. We talked about the maximum pain level. You know, someone asked about this shoulder stretch exercise. We're going to get into neck exercises next. I'm trying to remember what you guys have asked me, you know. Let's see here. Rizzler 5009 Turbo. What are you talking about there, Liberty? Is that a car? Rizzler 5000? All right, let the blood flow go back into the, what do you call it? Your muscles. Let's see here. Okay. Rizzler 5009 Turbo. I don't know what that means. It sounds like a car. All right, we're gonna go overhead. Yeah, I needed to give my shoulders a break. Sometimes, you know, it's even though I've got the timer going, you know, sometimes it's good to take a little bit more of a break from the stretch, right? All right, next one here. Change the angle so you can see better. All right, boom. Hand is up, forearm behind the head. Hand grabs this here. All right, we're not grabbing the elbow, we are grabbing the hand and pulling down, yeah? Grabbing the hand. Okay, there we go. Feeling that stretch, chat. Someone asked me about my shorts the other day, or commented about it. These are NFQ shorts. Never effing quit, if you're interested. I put the link in yesterday's chat for it. I like them. They're pretty good. They're a good short, durable. I've had them for a couple years. You know, I'm just taking gibberish. I'm just talking gibberish. Liberty. Lol. I'm just talking gibberish. Lol. All good. Gibberish is good every once in a while, right? This is how it is. Why? Because we're human. Switch sides. Let the blood flow go back into the shoulder. I can really feel that in my arm. Yeah, everything is really tight in my shoulders. All right, switch sides. Bring it back around. Oh. Tim says, gonna go get some rest. Have a great day, bro. You too, Tim. You too. You too. Thanks for stopping in. Get well, my friend. Get well. Tim, a fellow New Jersey guy in Australia. I was gonna say Austria. Australia. Good day, mate. Do y'all say that there? I know, you know, like you see me. I say when I greet people, yeah, when I say, I'll tell them howdy, howdy, y'all. I actually say that. Bye, Jackson. Yes, goodbye, Tim. Says Cool Bell 10. Let the blood flow go back at the shoulder. I can really feel that. Next one's going to be a pec stretch, but I'm going to give myself about another 20 seconds to let the blood flow go back in. The pec stretch. Let's go over here to the bench, and we're just going to grab this here like this, but I want to let the blood flow go back in a little bit longer. Good day, mate. Yeah, sometimes, but not as much as people think. Yeah? Cool Bell, are you Australian? Are you Australian native? Tim is what do we call him? We call him expat, expatriate. He's from America. That's Jackson's Gaming there. He grew up in the same state that I grew up in, which means, and he was a wrestler, so you know he's a badass, because New Jersey wrestlers are just generally badasses. People fear us in general. But did you move there from somewhere else, or are you a native Australian? Another Australian that I know I know a few actually from the YouTube, but Demi Storm Network, the Demi Storm Network on YouTube, she's out there as well. I think she popped in twice before here on the stretch stream. We talked about Dominic, North Side Hawk Droning, I think it was what it is. And then there's Northeast Drone Productions, which is Maddie. I don't know where Maddie's at though. Oh my gosh, switching sides. Peck again. Peck again. All right, the chat's too far away. We finish this stretch. I'll do the next stretch, and then we start the neck stretching. A couple different ways you could do neck stretching. You could do them standing up or laying flat on a bench like this, or your couch. You know, again, the key is to not hurt yourself. If you feel like it's too painful, don't do it. You know. We're stretched to a pain level 7. Okay, let the blood flow go back into my arm. Did I do the other side already? I think I did. All right, let's see. Half Australian and New Zealander, but born in Australia. Oh, right on. Cool, cool. Cool, Belle. All right, next stretch. Clasping my hands behind me like this. And then bring it back. Because I can't do this on my own, I need to use the assistance of a bench like this. When I was stretching inside the house in the living room, I would actually use the couch arm to do this. Typical gamer is from New Zealand. Typical gamers from New Zealand. All right. And it's late in the evening for you right now, right? What time is it here? 8:51. So what is it? 10:51 for you? Cool, Bell? Tim? All right, let the blood flow go back in, and then we go into neck stretches. So I'll demonstrate it on this bench, my neck stretching. Pause that. Put my son's lifting shoes over here. And this stuff can go over there also. All right, so is my neck gonna be in the shot? Yes, 10 p.m. Okay, right on. Right on. Okay, so here I'm just gonna lay back like this and let my head hang over the side. This is it, just letting my head hang over the side. I'm stretching the front of my neck. I can feel it in the back of my neck and my traps because it's very tight still. So you'll feel it on both sides. Oh. Breathe. But this is it. I mean, position your hands wherever you want them to be, wherever is comfortable for you. You could do so on the side of your bed, side of your couch. If you feel like you're not getting any more of a stretch, you could take your hand and push down a little bit. Once again, no more than pain level 7. At the end of 1 minute, we go ahead and rotate left side. Hold the stretch, pain level 7. Now, chances are you may not feel a pain level 7. It's like, I can't get to a 7 and I'm at full range of motion. That's good. If you are at full range of motion, right? And what is full range of motion? Should you be able to touch your ear, on your shoulder? Everybody's different. Everybody's genetics are different. Everybody's bone structure is different. Where you might be able to do that, especially if you have a long neck. Or if you got no neck, it's like, that's it, you can't. And as you can see, I'm just gonna rotate her all the way around, like a rotisserie. I'm gonna put the microphone down on the floor here. And there are neck exercises that I do to strengthen my neck as well. I've not done them in a few days, so I will do them today. At the end, I do it as a finisher of my workout. I do not recommend that you do them the way I do them yet, at least my rep scheme. I was a boxer in college, so that's what we did at the end of boxing practice. If you need more stretch, just pull down. You'll feel it. Rotate around to the other side. And then we will do like a neck twisting stretch. Notice I'm not moving around a lot. I'm just maintaining the stretch, breathing through it. I'll read the chat in a second, chat. All right, now we do the twisty twist. What am I talking about? I'm just gonna lay on my side like this. If you do this, all right, you'll feel it. All right, I can't see the chat without my glasses, and it's too far away. Let's see. All right, yeah, just doing upper body stretches. All right, I gotta catch up. 10:52 p.m. Okay. Oh, I got a lot of catch up on the chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm doing a bad job reading the chat. Let me finish this stretch, these two stretches, and then I'll read it better when we get into the forearm. Switch sides. Oh. And I have a really bad neck. I fell off a 3-story building and was paralyzed from the neck down in 2003. When I fell off this building, I hit my chin on the railing, which caused my body to rotate. So I was tumbling as I fell. My night vision was broken, so it was flopping green, black. And when I landed flat on my back like a judo fall, right? Dispersion of energy. Had I landed straight up and down, like on my femur, on my legs, I probably would have broken my legs. They probably would have shattered. But I landed flat on my back. I was wearing body armor, I was wearing kit. And I remember laying there, and I could hear the guys on the comms, "Man down, black side, building 13, LT's down, I think he's dead." And I was like, great. All right. And I couldn't respond because I got the wind knocked out of me. But when they came over to look at me, and this is what they told me, they said, yeah, I was paralyzed. My hands were curled in like this. Well, this hand was still holding my weapon. My hands were curled in like this, right? I could hear on the comms, "Man down, black side, building 13. LT's down, I think he's dead." Couldn't respond. When they peeled my fingers off my gun, my rifle, my hands came curling in. So I'm in this, supine position, I think it's what it's called, where basically I had a spinal column injury because my neck hit the bottom rung of the ladder. Yeah, there's the ladder, right? My neck hit, bam. So I'm laying there like this, propped up on the ladder, paralyzed. So that's why I have a bad neck and why my neck strength is important to me. And being a boxer, in college, I really think and believe that helped me, survive that fall and not break my neck. All right, let's catch up on the chat here. Half Austrian, I lay flat on my bed for my neck stretches. Okay. You could do them standing as well. taking my new raw weed hat I just got for this stretch. All right, I don't know, a raw weed hat. Taking my hat off. Okay. My hat off for this stretch. Yeah, no kidding, right? So you could do these stretches again standing up. Watch this. To include neck exercises, right? Why? I'm standing up. Just lean forward. You may require yourself to, lean forward slightly, right? So you get a little bit more of a bend and then pull forward. Sideways, demonstrate this neck stretch. Boom, like this. Pull just a little bit, not again. Go to where it's not so painful. 7 at the most. Same thing on the other side. Twist. And twist the other side like this. You don't have to do it laying down. You can do it standing up. If you're sitting in the car and you need to stretch out that neck, do that. When I was doing 2 stretches earlier, right? When I was sitting down on the floor, doing that lean over, I could feel my neck stretch that way too, and this way. So a secondary stretch is occurring when I do those particular stretches. Did boxing since 19 years old, now just doing Taekwondo. Oh, that's so cool to hear it there, Cool Bell. Is that how you hurt your calf? You're kung fu kicking somebody? Taekwondo. Yeah, I did Taekwondo when my son signed up for Taekwondo years ago. I told them, as funny as it sounds, I said, look, I'm going to sign up for classes. I did Taekwondo as a kid. I only got to yellow belt, but I'm not coming on board as a yellow belt, And then, what do you think you should come on board as? I said, a black belt, I've got extensive hand-to-hand combat training. And they're like, all right, well, why don't you fight the black belts and we'll see where you're at, right? Okay, let's go. So I fought the black belts, and they're like, yeah, let's, you're a black belt. And I could kick, for someone that didn't practice Taekwondo regularly. I just knew my kicks from growing up, from when I was a kid. So, well, they wanted to make me a black belt, but because Taekwondo is a business, right? They said, we could make you advanced red belt, which is 1 level below, but you still have to go through the classes to get your black belt, which you'll probably get in like 2 months, 3 months anyway. I was like, sure, whatever, I was there for my kid. I didn't really care for it, but that's why. Let's see here. Not that old yet. Oh, boxing since 10 years old. Okay. I got some fights in some Texas bars. Does that count as boxing? Hey, man, sounds like you're a pugilist. You're a fellow pugilist there, Liberty. That's boxing. Were they street fights or in a ring? I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough, dude. Dang. Yeah. What's up, Smitty? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're doing some stretching. We're going to start doing some forearm stretching. I'm just catching up with the chat right now. Yeah, Taekwondo training. I did my calf. Oh, man. Doing something that you love. At least it was doing something that you love and not something you weren't, running from the cops or anything like that, right? All right, let's see here. I like the laying down stretches. I can pretend to take a nap real quick. Yeah, right? All right, forearm stretching. I'm going to take my hands, reverse them like this, and just place them on the bench and lean backwards on this here like this. Great to see you, Smitty. Hope that you're going to get some stretching in with us. I'm going to make a Scooby-Doo size sandwich after this. I'm hungry. I know, right? I actually started hungry this morning too. Is it breakfast time for you there, Liberty? Or are you... For me, it is 9 o'clock in the morning here. Oh, shoot, I should get ready for work. Yes, now I'm just doing punches and no kicks. Check, yeah, because it's like you can't kick with your good leg because you need your bad leg to stand on, right? I hear you. Yeah, punching, it's still good, right? Yeah, I no longer practice Taekwondo. When my son left, I left also. All right, so let the blood flow go back into the fingertips. Wow. And then we're going to go ahead and rotate the fists forward. So we make a fist, rotate it forward, and then we put that down. Try this stretch if you've not done it. You could even just do it like this and extend out. You'll be like, holy cow, that's a good stretch, this forearm right here. Right? But I take it to the next level, and I try to do both at the same time. Why? Save time. I don't got all day to be stretching, chat, although I do. This is a 1 minute stretch. When I first started stretching in February, and when I really need some mobility work, I will hold this stretch for 2 minutes. I've been up since 5 o'clock, my summer schedule. All right. I usually get up at 4 or 4:30 in the morning for farming stuff. Oh, that's so cool. Noon is my end of day usually. All right. Right on, Liberty. Right on. So you've been up for a while. All right, now we go into the fingers. So thumb first, we'll just bend that backwards slightly. Smitty, this is very important for you to stretch your fingers in your hand out. Why? So you can WASD faster. Left click, right click, bro. Left click, right click. I'm not a morning person, lol. Only if I go to gym before school. Yeah, right? I hear that, Cool Bell. Oh, Cool Bell, did you post it? I don't remember seeing your picture on the, what do you call it? Yesterday. Go to channel. AB. Oh, right on. I'm going to subscribe to your channel. Do you make content? Cool Bell? Not yet. How about you, Liberty? Do you make content? All right. If you do not make content for YouTube, but that's cool too, you know. What would you do? What would your channel be about? My channel is so no niche. My niche is no niche. I live stream, I video everything, right? Oh my gosh, this is really tight. I live stream me playing Fortnite. I live stream me stretching. Workout is a little bit too today. I need to check my email before I go to work, make sure I didn't miss anything. In fact, there is an iFly someplace in Australia. I think it's called iFly Perth. Does that sound right, Cool Bell? Cool Bell, you have 2 subscribers. I'm number 2. Yes, I changed profile picture. That's a cool picture. I like it. For cooking and fitness. Oh, right on. Right on. No content yet. I'm going to make a homesteading channel after the house is finished being built this year. You should take video of the house being built, Liberty. If you don't mind me telling you what to do, but I would like to see a video of the house being built. I think that would be really cool to see. Maybe a time lapse of it getting built. I like those homesteading videos. There's a lot of great information, for sure. Cool Bell, it's fun and terrifying. What is? I've been to the. Oh, really? So that's what I do for a living. I'm an iFly instructor. Yeah. Did you actually fly as well? Free self-sustaining energy and water. Oh man, I'm looking forward to seeing both of your channels' content in the future. Yeah, it's really cool to hear and see. My recommendation when you make if I may give a recommendation or a suggestion or an idea, is before you post your first video, create at least 5 videos so that you have something to post once a week. If you think you want to post once a week, that way you could continue to work on a new video, and if you didn't finish it in week number 2, you have something to post. You know, cooking and fitness, love it. Yes, I flew as well. Love the adrenaline. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. Did you do the high flight as well, where the instructor flies you up to the top camera and back down again? I really enjoy flying those, doing that. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy my job. Oh, 2 more, and then we're going to go into some other. Question is, what do I want to do? I really need to get to work. We've been live streaming for an hour and a half already. We'll do a quick stretch tomorrow, and we'll do a more intense workout. Yes, we did everything, and I would do it again. You know, is it far from you? That might be a nice a job, you know, to be a flight instructor. What do you think? No, maybe. It's an idea. It's an idea. All right, we're gonna set the timer. We're gonna stop the timer. Actually, we're done stretching for this morning. I owe Soka Gang 50 push-ups, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a set of 50 push-ups, one set of sit-ups, one set of air squats, some dips. We're just gonna go through. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna play in my gym here for a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't have a set schedule, but I want to move. I want to move the muscles that I can. I want to exercise. Make sense? Why? Because that's how I roll, chat. I don't have to follow a program. You know? And that's what works for me. And I'm pretty freaking strong for a dude in his 50s. You know? I'm content with my strength, my flexibility for somebody that is diagnosed with this autoimmune disease that is just getting back into working out. I mean, some of my friends, they're like, dang, you could do 20, my coworkers, you know, they can't do 20 pull-ups. They could bench press more than me because that's what they're good at, right? I'm not good at bench pressing because I don't work at the bench press like they do. But that's, you know, my son lifts more weights than me. He does a different type of workout. I need this on, though, so I could at least read the chat. Like, why did I turn that off? Where's the thing? You're supposed to be able to do the thing, right? Okay, there it is. Swipe up to finish there. Okay, there it is. Cool. Let's see. Where are we? Yes, we do. Lol, working as an apprentice chef. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool to hear at the moment. I don't fly. I'm going to end up like Stevie Ray Vaughan or Leonard Skinner. I'm going to get my 2 feet on the ground. Thank you. No heights for me. Right on, Liberty. I hear you. That's one of the most stressful jobs ever. Yeah, being a chef, I've heard that, you know. But if you love what you do, love doing that, then, you know, what a great share. You know, to share your craft of cooking for others, you know. We're all stretched to help coach. Have you ever seen a home movies on Adult Swim? No, I'm not sure what home movies on Adult Swim. I don't know what that is. I don't really watch TV. I watch internet these days. Charles, I love working in stressful situations and under pressure. Heck yeah. We're all stretched out, coach. I don't know why it keeps changing what I'm trying to say. Autocorrect, my friend. Autocorrect. I was a chef too, and I changed jobs as fast as I could. Yeah, chef is not for everyone. Agree. Some jobs are not for everyone. I get people that try out to be flight instructors and they quit training because it's not for them. Not for them. All right, 50 push-ups. Knock these out. That's right, 50 push-ups. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Got slow there. Got slow at the end. Whew. Really good posture for push-ups. Thank you. Yes. It's important to maintain flat back. I got tired at the end there. I like to use this thing called an ab mat to isolate the abs when I do sit-ups. The ab mat, you can see the curved part. This is the advanced side, beginner side. Now I work in a clothing shop. Oh, right on. Right on. Do some sit-ups now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God. 9, 50. Whew. That one got me. That one got me. Holy cow. If you enjoy it, that's the best thing. Exactly. Where you from, Charles? Oh, Charles is asking where you're from. Oh, wow. I just had a cramp in my stomach. Australia. Yes. Queensland, right? If I recall. Queensland. So, don't overdo your movements. If it starts to be painful, don't push through it. Don't push through the pain. Whew. Don't push through the pain. Don't hurt yourself. All right, air squats. This is how I do my air squats. I'll show you side view, right? Send the butt back first. Full hip extension. Boom. Up, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Whew. I only did 50 crunches. Ugh. 40 is good. 40 is good. 40 crunches is good. All right. Push-ups, sit-ups, air squats. Oh, I said I was going to demonstrate a burpee and an 8-count bodybuilder. Let's move some stuff out of the way so I don't stub my toe. Put the calf board off to the side. Stack these weights. All right. Burpee. The standard for the burpee that I like to see when I'm administering the physical fitness test for iFly Virginia Beach flight instructors is like this. It goes like this. I'll demonstrate first and I'll explain. Burpee. Side view. Good movement. So, what's happening here? When I go down, just getting on the floor. I kick my feet back. Boom. I'm in this push-up position. I'm bringing my body to the floor. I am not doing a push-up. I'm pressing my body up. I could go to my knees, right? Boom. Explode to my feet. When my feet come off the floor, I want to see this. Feet off the floor, right? Touching hands overhead. Like that. It could be a hop. Get off the floor a little bit. Boom, touch your hands. Not a full clap, just touch your hands. Right? So, that's it. Full hip extension. I want to see hands touch overhead. Full hip extension. Because you could do burpee like this. But is this cheating? This does not count. All right, full hip extension. Make sense? Wow, I'm breathing heavy from all those burpees. Let's see. I would struggle on trying to get up to do the jump part. Yes. Don't do the jump part yet, cool bell. Once you're cleared, you can get back into it. All right, 8 count bodybuilder. 8 count bodybuilder looks like this. It's 8 counts, right? So 8 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an 8 count bodybuilder. 8 counts, 8 movements. That'll get your blood bumping, right? Okay. Good thing my leg is broken. I can't do burpees, right? Don't do the burpees there, Liberty. Same here, no burpees. No burpees, no 8 count bodybuilders. Not yet. Someday, someday. All right, what's next? My fave will definitely do when I get cleared. Heck yeah. I'm happy to hear that, cool bell. And if you want to get crazy with it, check this one out. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Add a jump in there instead of just standing up. Yeah. Star jumps, right? Let's see. Someone new in the chat. Mosa Weberi. Thank you. Mousa. Thanks for dropping in, Mousa. All right. Because I've got my toys in here, move some stuff off the side. We're going to do a set of dips. If you have a dip bar, great. If you don't have a dip bar, you can do this as a substitute. Find a chair. Find a sturdy chair, right? And do your dips like this. Just like this, right? Feet are on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side view, so you can see. Yay, weights. Side view, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. We'll do some pull-ups here in a second too. And then we'll do our flutter kicks and then neck exercise. I gotta get ready for work here shortly. But in the interest of a full body something or other workout. You did a full body stretch. All right. We're gonna do some pressing, more dips on the dip bar. So I want to use full body weight. All right. Then I'll pick that thing up. It's only about 150 pounds, I think, 145 pounds. I got 90 plus 60, 150. We'll do some deadlifts. Just a set. Again, it's just to maintain. I'm not trying to get huge, although I do like to see muscle growth. But I don't want to get bulky because for me, getting bulky also means I need to keep up my running. And if I'm heavier and more muscular, now I have to step up my running. I don't want to step up my running if I don't have to. But if I have to, then I will. All right. Wondering how I can do dips on... Okay, here, check it out. Let me demonstrate something for you. Here. On one leg, dips. Let's say your right leg's the bum leg, right? Just let that dangle. You can still do it. If you need to prop it up like this, just do it like this, right? Same thing. You know, rest the leg. Prop it up on the side. Yeah? Don't use your leg. See? 1, 2. Same thing with push-ups if you want to do push-ups. All right? Push-ups one-legged. Let it rest up here. Boom. 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 That way you're resting the calf, right? Good call. Good question. Good question. I do the chair ones. Good. Good, Liberty. Okay, but we'll always take it easy right now. So, because it's not worth it if you get hurt. I gotta change out the battery on the mic. Or I gotta change the microphones. This one's about to die. Red. This is the DJI wireless microphone. I have to update my website. It has all my gear. If you guys are interested in my toys, like I said, I've got to update it. jasonlavarius.com is my website. I've got a lot of gear there. My recommendations, what I use, you know. What I use. I need to put the garage gym stuff up there. All right, let's do a set of dips real quick. It's good, I'm sweating now. It's good to sweat. All right. Good to sweat. All right. We'll do 1 or 2 sets of dips. We'll see how I feel. Just 10. I'm going to change the variation of the dips also, where I bring my knees up to really isolate the tricep, yeah? Because this is what I want. This does more chest, but I want this to be an arm workout as opposed to just chest, right? So this, more chest, this, more arms, yeah? And we're going to go slower on this one. Slow on the way down, explode up. So, like this. Right. Slow on the way down. Go deep as I can. Press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. Whew. 7. Can you do L-sit when doing dips? You can. Can I? Yeah, you can. If you're asking if I could, yeah, I can. Let me rest the arms a little bit first there, Cool Bell. shake out the arms. Got a good little burn on that last side. L sit, let's see. When I do the L sit, it kicks my body backward a little bit. Watch this, let's see. Okay, maybe I can't really L sit. I don't really. Would you consider that L sit? I mean, I was canted forward like this, right? As opposed to straight up. I'm not strong enough there yet. All right. Let's pick things up, move these up. So, this is about body weight, you know? 150, I'm about 160 pounds right now. I use a trap bar. Something feels weird. I gotta flip it around. Gotta flip it around. Yeah, L sit is hard. Agree. It is hard. All right, let's do a few reps of trap bar deadlift. That's better. Just a little bit. Sergeant James Ray. It's a good shirt, right? Good shirt, grumpy old fart. Real quick, does it look reversed to you? Or is it mirror image? Is it reversed? Or does it look right? Because when I'm looking at it, it's backwards, like a mirror. It's reversed? Okay. Grumpy old vet, that's right. Good to see you, Sergeant. One more set. Oh, grip was off balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Whew. Need to chat. Since I'm not about to work out, I'll look for you a couple reps and consider that my workout for the day. Sounds good, Sergeant James Ray. Sergeant James Ray does AI videos. Pretty good AI videos too. Check him out. Tim Jackson's Gaming. He's in Queensland, Australia. He does the other mod. Ooh. He does Fortnite gaming. Live streams. Primarily live streams, no videos. 7 videos. Okay. Okay, what's next? Pull-ups, athletic kicks, next. All right, let's do some pull-ups. I really don't want to do pull-ups on this fat bar because my grip's already sweaty, but we're gonna do it. I guess I could do it on the other bar. The company that made that shirt did a series of shirts for May 5th. Oh, wow, that's cool. Post that video in the chat. I want to watch it later there, James Ray. I missed it for some reason. I missed it, I didn't see it. I want to watch it. All right, we're gonna let the hands dry out for a little bit longer. I did not turn the air conditioning on in here. I like it hot. I like working out when it's hot inside here. Appreciate everybody dropping in and hanging out. I appreciate it greatly, seriously. All right, let's do a set of pull-ups. Still sweating. You'll see me move around on the pull-up bar a little bit so that I can look for a dry spot for my sweaty hands. The goal also is, as I stall for time, for rest, is to not grip your calluses, you know. So when I grip the bar, I try to grip it so that the callus is not on the bar itself. If you grab the palm and then rotate over, you'll grab the callus, which gives you a better grip, but you'll rip those calluses. And I've got some. I do my best to try to shave them down, you know, or not even use them at all. And just grip on the fingers, rotate forward so the knuckles are on top of the bar. Yeah. Let's see here. More sweat and more benefits. Yeah, agree 100%, Cool Bell. You know, I don't buy Grunt Style. I haven't looked into the company and they seem to be suspicious. I saw this shirt at the Navy Exchange. I bought several other shirts from them. I like them. I like the fit. You know, I mean, look at that. I like the fit. I'll take a look at that here in a little bit, James. Thank you, Sergeant. If you see the ads on Facebook, and I see some really cool shirts on Facebook, what I do is I Google, is Grunt Style a legit company in the US? And if it is, then yeah. Like Bone Frog Coffee, I saw them on Facebook last night. I was like, is that a real company? Or someone just playing off the Bone Frog, right? Yeah, look at my belly, that. Funny thing is, that company, Bone Frog Coffee, based out of Washington State, is actually owned by one of my old Buds instructors. You know? So, I'm a taxpayer, I have trust issues. Yeah, no, I get it. So you gotta trust Google for one, first and foremost, you know, and your own research and diligence. I get that 100%. What's up, Michael? Yes, I am having a great day. Got my stretch in, doing a mini workout right now. They actually have a store here in El Paso, Texas. Oh, you're in El Paso, okay. Have you been to iFi El Paso? Which is closing down, that's what I heard. I am off duty. Oh, James Ray. Not me. I'm not working in the military anymore. Damn, you did Buzz? Yeah. Yeah. I was a SEAL many years ago. Again, I'm in my 50s. All right, let's do a set of pull-ups. Apologies, the mic was like was behind me and I'm talking to you guys over here. All right, pull-ups. Got slippery. Got slippery. Okay. It got slippery. All right, flutter kick time. Flutter kicks are 4-count exercise. We're gonna do it on my pad here. I'm gonna give myself a break by reading the chat. Where's my glasses? All right. Let's see. So Grunt Style is a legit company, is my point. I believe it to be. It was one of my buds instructors. Owned by one of my buds instructors. Tim Cruikshank. It says it on the website. Okay. I've been out for a while now. Let's see. Damn, you did buds. Yes, sir. Many years ago. Class 223. I keep passing them and saying I'm going to go, but you told me they were closing, so I got too lazy. I'm too fat to fly. Thanks for your service, even though I'm an Aussie. Don't discount yourself. I served with some really cool Australian Special Forces guys in Afghanistan. Do you like Vegemite? The first time I had Vegemite, it was in an Australian MRE. We traded. I gave him my MRE, he gave me his. Australian Special Forces guy. I did not enjoy Vegemite, Cool Bell. I did not enjoy it. Okay. Let's see here. I keep passing service. Your inspiration to other 50-somethings who could use a little motivation. Good on you. I appreciate that. Do some work of my own. I appreciate you, Michael. And Michael Coolcat's out in the UK chat. Jason, I suggest using chalk for those bars. Agree. The problem is that, where's my climbing chalk? My climbing chalk's upstairs. I don't want to get my gym too chalky. I would rather try to have a stronger grip, right? Versus depending on the friction created by said chalk. I agree. Chalk would be better than tape. But again, tape will cause my calluses to rip. And, but yeah, I don't like Vegemite. No, I'd rather using it as a meat stock. Okay. Now, chalk is a good, good method. I agree 100%. We're gonna go this way. Okay. Flutter kicks. Let's see. I'll bring the chat a little closer so I might be able to read it. If you guys chat while I'm flutter kicking. We're only gonna go to 50 actually, so hold your. I will hold my until I go. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 20, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 30, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 40, 1, 1, 1, 2, 60, 6 inches. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh. Just keep the iPad. We're gonna do neck exercises now. Two types, up and down, side to side. I'll demonstrate. What are we talking about here? Dueno's here, thank you. Chalk is good. You're welcome, thank you, Cool Bell. It's a good suggestion, chalk. For those of you that, need it, chalk is a very good method to stay on the bar. I agree 100%. The pull-up bar at work that I use, it's actually slicker than this. It's bare metal. So I do pull-ups on those to really strengthen my grip. And it's a fat bar also. Skinnier than this one. But yeah, yes, gymnasts that use bars especially use them. Yeah, 100%. They sure do. Really good, but can be expensive. I only have to buy them once. They can also limit wrist movement, which some people don't like. Yeah, now, I used to use chalk a lot, mostly because it was someone else's gym, and I don't want to get it too, there is dustless chalk. I think it's called liquid chalk, actually. But it's just more chemicals in my body, I get enough chemicals just sitting in this garage with this car here, sitting here, right? All right, neck exercises. So I'll demonstrate neck exercise. I do 4 count, head goes up and down like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 3, 6, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, side to side. Ready? Begin. All I'm doing is rotating. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, up and down, continuous. Ready, begin. You can put your feet up if you want, or feet down, however you like. Up and down, ready? We're going to 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 3, 8, side to side, ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8. Up and down, decreasing. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2. Up and down, ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. Side to side, ready? Begin. Now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. Up and down, ready? Go to 4. Begin. Now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Side to side, ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 1. Slowing things down. 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Up and down, ready? Begin. Now 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. Side to side, ready? Begin. Now 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and down. All right. We just completed the stretch and mini workout for this morning. That's it. We're done. Okay. Let's see. Let's catch up on the chat. Whew. All right. That's the yes dear exercise. Yes dear. So why do I do this? This was the finishing exercise, the necks in boxing for the 3 years that I boxed at the Naval Academy. That's where I went to college. I went to the U.S. Naval Academy. Graduated many years ago. And at the end of boxing practice, that was the finisher exercise. Once we did that, practice was over. That's difficult, yes. Ow. I could finally eat. Did you finish cooking your food, Liberty, or warming it up? So, why do we want to work the neck? Because in boxing, when you get punched here, right, you want a strong and stable neck so it doesn't go backwards. Because what knocks you out? The movement of the brain contacting the inside of the skull. When it moves, here's your brain, here's your skull. When that hits, the brain can only take so many impacts on the inside of the skull, side to side, right? So you have to have a strong neck, right? So your head doesn't get smashed, your brain doesn't get smashed on the back of on the inside of the skull. Does it make sense? US says it's only difficult if you don't do it. She says, if you don't do what she says, lol. Right? Now, side to side, same thing. You have to have good neck strength and neck stability. Like in Taekwondo, right? I'm sure maybe you have different neck exercises. Or if you don't, maybe incorporate the neck strengthening to your movements so that when you get kicked in the head and you get punched in the face, it doesn't rock you so bad, I've only been close to being knocked out once. I fought the number 3 in the world when we were in boxing training camp. And I lost, but I learned a lot. He was the first person to actually ring my bell. Second person to ring my bell. Quick story and then we'll end this. He was the second person to ring my bell. Let's see, yes, Taekwondo, we do a lot of neck things. Yeah, for sure. You got to, right? Especially if you take a kick from, to the head. The kick, I think, generates more power than a punch. Depending on who's kicking and punching you, right? I bet you knocked me out there, Cool Bell. Especially when doing blocking. Yeah, because even though you block like this, you take a kick here, boom, you're still impacting, right? That could still impact you, right? This might cushion, but you're still getting impacted. When you're in a car, you get rear-ended, you're going to go like this. Next thing you know, your brain is going forward also, but then you go back, your brain just contacted the front of your skull, the inside of your skull, and then when you go back here, the head stops on your headrest. Now your brain is sloshing back to the back of your skull. That's how you wouldn't get concussion, right? So, all right, what was I saying? I forgot my story. Oh, yeah. So the number 3 in the world, he hit me so hard. He also was wearing the Mexican boxing gloves where all the weight is in the wrist and very little padding in the front. So I really felt his punches. He was strong. Well, the first time I got my bell rung was actually during boxing training camp, during spring break training camp. Coach took us up to Pennsylvania in the woods. We did training out there, the Rocky style. There was still snow on the ground. It was like March, I think, for our spring break. And nearby was a local state penitentiary. And he would take us to like the state penitentiaries to fight the inmates. And that's how we got better at boxing. Well, this one kid, he was 19 years old. He was on the boxing team. He was actually in for murder. But, they let him on the boxing team because he was behaving well. He was significantly larger than me. He was weighing 150 pounds. I was boxing at 125 pounds at the time. And, when I start a fight, I cover the chin and I let them tee off a little bit. And I was like, holy shit, this guy hits hard. At the bell, coach goes, you lost that round. I was like, yeah. I was like, what are you doing? You didn't even move. I was like, I just want to see how hard he could hit. He's like, he hits like a freaking Mack truck. He's like, yeah, I don't want to get hit again. He said, don't get hit again. So the second round, the third round, I moved so fast. Coach, at the end of the second round, he didn't touch me once. He goes, I didn't know you could move like that. I was like, I didn't want to get hit again. He hit so dang hard. He's like, all right. So I won the second round, and then we fought some more in the third round, and no knockouts by him or me. But when they raised my hand, because I got more points, because he couldn't touch me. I was scared to get hit. In all honesty, I was just simply scared to get hit and did not want to get punched by him ever again. So I moved. And guess what? I won the match. The referee raised my hand. Well, he was mad. He shook my hand, shook my coach's hand, and he ran off to the side. And he just started beating on the locker. Bam, bam, bam. And we were all looking at him like, yeah, he's got a temper on him. He was in for murder. I was like, what? Yeah. So, yeah, the jolt to the neck, especially when it hurts and can do damage. Yes, Musa, yeah, me, bro. What does that mean? You said it. You said hello earlier. Being scared can be the best motivation. Yeah, fear. Fear can be motivational or inspirational. But motivation is driven by fear. Inspiration is driven by something within, right? 100%. So, all right, chat, we are done for today. We've been live streaming for 2 hours and 16 minutes. As much as I don't want to leave and say, have a great day to y'all, I'm going to because I have to go to work. I've got some things that I need to do there. Again, I always try to do so. I always say that I want to go do something live stream before I play Fortnite in the middle at night, which is usually around 8:30, but only for an hour. But yeah, maybe my son and I will work out tomorrow. He might actually sleep in. He's been waking up at 4 a.m. for his morning shift. Yeah, my son works with me at iFly. He's a flight instructor there as a summer job. But yeah, he's in college now. He comes to work for us in the summer. He's a dang good flyer. He won the U.S. National Championships actually in 2017. Him and his partner for indoor skydiving. But yeah. So have a good day. Cool, Bell. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate the chat and the questions and, in your chats. Liberty, thank you. Sergeant James Ray. Appreciate all you guys. Musa, everybody that's been in chat. Thank you. Michael, y'all have a good day. We will see you on Fortnite later on or tomorrow morning. We'll go live again tomorrow morning. All right, Musa, see you. Cool, Bell. Sergeant Ray, have a great day, folks. Thank you again. And remember, get your stretch on.